Actually, I wanted to make this video speechless, but during the editing work I realized that the technique how I made this spiral needs some explanations. And on this model I will show you how you can craft a spiral with a Swiss Army knife. So I started my video with shortened two straight hazel sticks on 20 or 30 centimeters, and on the thick end where I make the spiral I made this flat. So I split it away the first centimeters, and this is the reference flat, and the reference flat for my model is here. So that we are able to clip together the two chopsticks, the spiral have to make a 3/4 turn. A whole turn is too much. I determined that this 3/4 turn must be completed after 6 centimeters. So a quarter turn or a 90-degree turn needs 2 centimeters. This little stick I made on the video is a 2 centimeter stick. With this stick I can measure that on this length I have to make a quarter turn. The 2 centimeter stick for this model is this one. Of course it's bigger. So, and with this stick I can measure from here to here I have to make a quarter turn. So now I try to explain you how I make the spiral on this model. So first step is to turn the reference flat to a 90-degree angle to the table surface. Then I take my measure piece, hold it on it, and now I know from here to here the spiral have to make a quarter turn or a 90-degree angle. So now I start to saw parallel to the table surface until I can see the pith. So here you can see the pith. Then I turn the stick that this angle and this angle is about the same. It's something like this. Now I search the middle point between here and here, that's here. I saw parallel to the table surface until I can see the pith. Here. Then I turn the stick that I have here and here about the same angle. Search the middle point, so parallel to the table surface until I can see the pith. So then I go back, turn the stick that I have the same angle from this flat to the table surface to this flat to the table surface. It's maybe something like this. And start to saw parallel to the table surface until I see the pith. So, and now I get this. Can you see this line? Now you can break out these walls between to just tilt the saw a little bit, and then take the saw's file and flatten out these steps so that I get one flat. Now I take the stick again, hold it on it, and now I know from here to here the spiral have to make half a turn. That's why I turn the reference flat that I'm parallel to the table surface, take my saw, start to saw parallel to the table surface until you can see the pith. And I get this flat. So then I search the middle point between here and here, turn the stick that I get the same angle here and here to the table surface. That's something like this, I would say. Start to saw parallel to the table surface until you can see the pith. Like this. Then turn again. This side to the table surface, this side is the same. I would say something like this. Start to saw parallel to the table surface until you can see the pith. Like this. Last, turn it. This angle is about the same. Start to saw until you can see the pith. Like this. So if this is done, take again the measure piece, hold it on it, and now you know From here to here, the spiral have to make a 3/4 turn or a 270-degree angle. That's why hold the reference flat like this, that you have a 90-degree angle from here to here. So parallel to the table surface until you can see the pith. So then turn it, this angle and this angle is about the same. Now go to the point here. Start the saw until you can see the pith. Take it out. Turn the stick that this angle and this angle is about the same like this. Start the saw until you can see the pith. And the last one, turn it that this angle and this angle is the same to the table surface. Start the saw parallel to the table surface until you can see the pith. So. Then take out these walls between, flatten out these steps, and now you have a perfect spiral. So now we go on with the video, and I hope you understand what I'm doing there.